Hey all, welcome to Infobook Technologies YouTube channel. This is Raj Kumar. We are going to continue the calculator application. So far we have designed the calculator UI in the XML file. In the main activity, we have created the functions for additional subtraction, multiplication. Also we have initialized the variables and the widgets. Also we forgot to initialize one widget called edit text in the main activity. So we are going to initialize that as well. Edit text, edit text. The same way, initialize it. Edit text equal to find view by ID or dot ID dot ID as an input. I'm going to call a set on click listener for add button dot set on click listener call add method. So define the nullable. Yeah, the same way for other functions as well. Also, in the XML, we have to set focusable as false because when the user taps on edit text, we don't want the hardware keyboard because already we have initialized the keyboard here itself. The number will be populated in the this recycler view itself. So we don't want the hardware key. By default, the edit text will request the hardware keyboard. So by initializing the focusable false, it prevent displaying the hardware keyboard at the time of runtime. Okay, now we have initialized the on-click listener to all the methods. So percentage is pending. Do that as well. This is percentage button to call percentage method. The same way in the adapter, we have to get each uh, the item like 0 to 9. So for that, we are going to create a listener because from adapter, it has to communicate to the main activity. Okay. So for from main activity, we call the adapter here. Okay. But there is no point to communicate back to the main activity because that way we have the methods to populate the output from item adapter. It will send the item based on the user input. So I'm going to create a listener callback listener. It's the interface provided methods. So implement the interface in the main activity. Yeah, implement the callback listener. So it will ask for the override methods. So from here, I'll request alt and 0 to get the unimplemented method. So go for implement. So only one method is available. That is input, which we created in the listener. Okay. So whatever the listener emits the data, it will be displayed in the override method input. Now we are passing the listener to the adapter. So we are passing as this in the adapter in the primary constructor. We are passing the callback listener. Callback listener. So whenever user taps on any item in the recycler view, it will pass to the listener, pass over listener to the main activity. So for that, we need to set object listener to the item name. Set object listener. We have to initialize the listener. In Kotlin, we don't need to create a separate constructor. So whatever the parameter you want to initialize in the particular class, you can go with the init method. So where callback listener, callback listener, dot callback listener equal to callback listener. Yeah, successfully initialized. Now dot input passing the position because position holds 0 to 9. Yeah, successfully we are passing the value. So now we are going to set that text to the edit text. So I'm going to call the edit text dot set text the input dot toString. Now we are going to run the application. So I'm going to press the button. See 1, 2, 5. We'll continue in the next video. Thank you.